Hi, it's nice to meet you both.
Likewise.
So I'm super excited to chat. I just got done watching season three, so yay.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Yeah. So actually, my first question is for you, Garrett. What would you say is kind of the theme or guiding light for your character this season? Like without spoilers, because I know there's kind of a big change for him, right? And it kicks off with Cleo.
Yeah, it does. My guiding light.
Yeah, who or what is your guiding light, Garrett?
My guiding light would be, a, a whole new journey of mischief, whether that be us becoming invested in the bourbon sales distribution industry, journey of mischief being Bella's
Mischief.
character, Cleo, and the um, reintroducing a burning flame that was and could have still been, had not been, what have you. And so, yeah, that's my guiding light. It's yeah, danger.
uh, So, Bella, you're new to Tulsa King, and I'm a fan from The Man in the High Castle and all of that.
Cool.
I'd love if you could kind of talk about what it's like walking into this world. With having two seasons already been like having happened, and like what made you kind of want to be here,
What was the last bit? Sorry?
What made you
and what kind
want
of made you
to
want to
here?
be, to play in this world.
Garrett Hedlund. No, gosh, it was really nerve-wracking at the start. There's something about walking into a show that's already established, and it's just like your first day at school. Like, am I going to fit in? Are people going to like me? Everyone already knows each other, and they all have this established rapport, and everyone was
Sounds
so...
horrible.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Day
No,
one,
it-
terrifying. But then everyone was so lovely. Garrett's a sweetheart. Yeah, everyone just made it so
Bella's
easy
a
on me.
sweeter heart. No, it's terrifying. Even when you jump onto a film that if your character comes in a little bit later into the
Oh.
schedule, it's a horrible jumping onto an already well-oiled machine. Like it's a benefit because these guys are trucking and nobody's figuring out things by trial and error anymore. But just you as a person, it's like going to a new school and
Yeah, I mean, look, I just
halfway
wanted to be
through the
on it
year.
because I love the story. I love these boys. It was just like I grew up with a very male household, a couple of brothers, and it just felt like sort of home. A lot of banter. Also, just like watching Sly, he knows his audience so well, and he just knows how to give that punchline, how to threaten people. Like he just watching that unfold is sort of amazing, seeing that up close. So yeah, it's been a real privilege.
Awesome. Well, thank you both so much. It's been lovely chatting. Jay and Martin, you guys kind of represent his Dwight's found family in Tulsa, where Annabella, you're like his blood family, and I'd love to know in relation to that kind of what loyalty.
I'm having a hard time hearing.
Oh
It's
yeah,
a
can we
little
turn her speaker up?
I
Are we
heard-
good?
Yeah, now I can. Yeah.
Okay, I'll start over. So, like Jay and Martin, you guys are kind of like Dwight's found family in Tulsa, and Annabella, you are his, blood family from New York now in Tulsa. I'd love to know this season if you could kind of talk about the concept of loyalty and what that means in relation to, family and how that comes into play for each of your characters this season.
Well, I mean, Joanne doubts a little bit of how things are going at a certain point. There's so much I can't say, but
Yeah.
I think ultimately she decides to trust him. That's so boring.
Get
it, Martin.
I mean, loyalty is key for an organization like this to run properly anyway. I think, Jay jumps on board pretty quick because he has maybe less obstacles in wanting to trust someone like Sly, whereas I had a pretty well-running business and was successful in my own right, and so I didn't necessarily need someone to come into my world to show me how to do something new, but he brings success wherever he goes. So it's kind of that, with that comes loyalty. When your word is your bond, the way that it is with Dwight, I think it instills loyalty and trust in the people that that you bring along on that ride.
And it's cool too because not being blood, you learn how to be family. You learn how to evolve into family. It's like a set of things that you can do to instill familial energy with somebody else, whether it be trust, loyalty, sacrifice. You know, all of these, this drop-down menu of things. To be able to play with those has been interesting, as opposed to inherited blood, comparison where you're literal blood. It's just different stakes here.
Yeah, but I don't trust him either. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
he's messed up.
I know we're pretty close on time, but is there anything that, each of you are super proud of as kind of being able to kind of accomplish this season without going into too many spoilers as actors that you were able to kind of do?
Got to play a lot more, go off script way more. Got to, do my thing. We were all encouraged by folks to put our own little taste in there. So I'm very excited about seeing it because last 2 seasons, they would say, go back to the script, but the whole time I see they use the improvisation in the end. So I think it'll be a lot more of that.
Sly, I think pretty intentionally, well, when I saw him at the beginning of this season, he wanted to talk specifically about a scene that he put into the show for me. That is a fun evolution of my character that happens in the first episode. So that's really fun. And then also this season, while we were shooting, I was making a candy company in real life. And so I got to incorporate that a little bit into the show in a couple moments. So that was fun. I got to share that with everyone on the show, our crew, and everyone was so supportive, and it just kind of ends up in a few shots here and there. But that's just a side passion that got to intertwine with this fun experience.
Hi. I'm just proud of the whole show. I'm proud of having a job and working with a really diverse group of people who are interesting and have a lot of experience and make really bold choices. And it's fun on set. It's really fun on set. Everybody's very committed and very different. And I love working, and I love going to work on this show.
Yes, I'm super excited to talk to you both. I'm really glad that they paired you guys together.
Yay, us too.
Okay, so
do you see the
Dana,
spinoff? I don't know how or why, but
I can see it happen.
okay.
The marvelous special agent.
I steal her away. Could you imagine?
That'd be great.
Yeah, it would.
So Dana, Margaret is under threat again this season. At the end of season 2, there's like this raid, and we find out more about it pretty early on, and the stakes, and it's all Kevin's fault. Not really, but can you kind of talk about the themes this season and talk about like what's going on for Margaret without spoilers?
Well, yeah, at the end of season 2, she was left tied up, and Dwight was kidnapped by whomever. And I think she has to decide, is this the life I want? Is this really who I am? And I think you can understand what her decision is, because she loves this big guy. She just, she's crazy about him. And I think she kind of likes the danger too. I think she's been in charge her whole life. She's had her ranch, she's run things. And here's a guy who, really excites her and meets her halfway. And it's kind of hot.
They're quite a match for each other. Kevin, you're new to the show. You're new to Tulsa King. Can you talk about what it's kind of like walking into this world? What made you want to play in the sandbox? And without spoiling too much, we meet your character really early, and he's so different, right? He's kind of a hard ass.
Yeah. So character actors, we allegedly work a lot. But that just means you never know what you're getting yourself into, right? You sort of need to make hay while the sun shines. And so when a gift like this comes along, you're overwhelmed with gratitude for the opportunity, and then you get there to do the job, and in this case, relieved that there's such a spirit of celebration on set. That's what it's like walking into a wildly successful show. You try to pare down the expectations, but it's been, and then the job itself turned into one of the greatest because everyone's so damn cool and fun to work with it. And we both share something in that most of our scenes are with Sly only. And so we both have sort of been, relating to the exceptional leader that he is, the old expression, the fish stinks from the head down. Is that what it is?
Yes.
So number one on the call sheet is, as character actor, I look for the leadership and hope for the best. And in this case, overwhelmed with disarming and charming and generosity almost beyond compare with Sly. So I have been blessed beyond belief, and can't wait for the audience to see the sort of a little more intense, a little more surprising, a little more action, a little more humor. That's season 3.